Saying that, I'm gonna listen to Jenny, and Jenny tells me that I will stabilize, and I believe her because I know that she was actually working out pretty hard too during the first stages of her P3. So I do believe that. Whether I stabilize at 127 or 129, that will be the question that I'll have to answer after the next 3 weeks before I go to P4. Well, technically, since I'm not doing a round 2, P4 is happening already. I'm gonna stay on the lower or the no starch for another week. I didn't do a steak day today, by the way. I did a protein day because the P90 just made me really hungry. I mean, to the point where my stomach was like, you know, and that hasn't happened in a long time. And I'm gonna do what my body tells me. I've always done what my body's told me to do, and not my mind now, okay, not my brain. My brain tells me to eat a bag of Doritos, but my body says you gotta eat because you worked your ass off for an hour and a half, and you need to replenish your body. I do take a recovery shake, protein shake after, and I throw some creatine in there, but that's only about 115 calories, so that's not even enough. So I did eat today. I ate. Also, I ate, instead of loading with carbs for energy before your workout, I ate Chocolate Delight because the MCTs actually do the job for you. The coconut oil in there actually gives you the energy, so you don't need to have one of those Jamba juices or whatever for energy, because that is just like loaded with sugar. They always say, oh, don't exercise till an hour after you've eaten because your stomach is full. But if I eat a couple of Chocolate Delights, my stomach is not full and I can work out right after, so that's a good thing too. I'm happy right now, 129. I don't know where I'm going to end up, like I said, but I'm happy with 129. And Christy, I totally am behind you. You know, when you say you're happy with 135, then you're going to be happy with 135 because, you know, you've thought a lot about it. You've talked to your husband about it. You've done, you know, all that, and it's all that counts. Also, I wanted to recommend, and I talked about this before, but before HCG, I had lost 14 pounds on the Fat Flush diet. And Fat Flush foods, you don't have to go on the Fat Flush diet, but if you read the book the Fat Flush Foods, it actually breaks down a lot of different foods, veggies, you know, proteins, and it'll tell you which ones are fat burners, which ones are metabolic, you know, blah 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 blah. But I think it's a great book, and Christy, I think you would like it, especially if you're trying to eat clean, going organic and cage free and grass fed and stuff like that. Take it from a Bay Area person. That would be a good book to use as a guide. My brother, Kid Kaleo, he's released another 1.4 pounds today, so he's pretty stoked about that. And when I was asking him, I texted him like, "Big sister, what's your weight?" He was like, he told me, and he's like, "You're gonna vlog about it, aren't you?" And yeah, because you're not. His starting weight was like 232.7, and he's about 5'9". So today he's down to 225 point something. So he's doing great. Don't know if he's gonna ever vlog, but you never know. If you guys keep subbing to him, he might. I don't think he's totally close to the idea, because he did ask me, do I have to vlog? And if he asked me, that means he's willing. The pre-union. So I've been asking for YouTube names, Facebook to YouTube names, and that I had a great response to that. And you know, keep it coming. I'm still getting new people. I'm asking everybody, you know, oh, what's your YouTube name? So I'm not trying to be distant and rude or anything like that, but we all would like to know so we can keep track of each other when we comment. Those names on the list, it's going to help Shannon actually start inviting people to it. I know there are a couple of people who think just because they haven't been commenting that they're not invited, but there are people that I remember you, like Baby C, C-E-E. I got your message today, and I totally remember you. So Shannon, if you're watching this, it's not Baby C. There's a number, and it's not just Baby C. It's like there's a number in that name too. But maybe you guys can comment on Shannon's last or yesterday's, I think it was yesterday's vlog. It was about the pre-union. And tell her who you are, and she could put you on the list. And if she knows you, of course. Or if I know you, you can ask me and I'll ask her to invite you guys. I'm gonna make a commitment right now on YouTube that I am still gonna vlog, because I want to keep doing it. I don't want to stop being accountable for things, and I also want to do it for myself, so I can have a journal of what I've been doing every day. It's funny because my husband was cleaning out my nightstand, and he found this little memo book. In the front of it, it says things I am thankful for, and so he was reading them to me. And it was funny because there was one that was dated 1998. It was like March 1998, and it said, I am thankful for bookstores that have coffee shops in it. And we were just laughing because now every bookstore has a coffee shop in it. But back then, it was such a new thing, a revelation. Oh my gosh, they put a coffee shop in a bookstore, you know. And like, our favorite hangout was Barnes and Nobles back then. And it kind of still is. The kids love going there. But it's really nice to find old things like that and realize that, oh my gosh, that was 12 years ago. There was even one that said, I am thankful when my husband washes the dishes. So yeah, I mean, maybe, you know, 5 years from now, I'll look back at my vlogs if YouTube hasn't kicked them out yet, and say, wow, look what I did. Or, you know, hopefully I'm not saying, wow, look how skinny I was back then. But it's great to keep a journal like that. Some people are lazy to write journals because they have to write, but since this is a vlog, it's pretty simple if you're not shy to talk to the camera. I mean, what is there to be shy about? It's not like there's anyone actually in front of you, you know. It's a camera. It's a little more nerve-wracking if there's real people in front of you. Like when I sing on video, I don't shake or anything like that, but when I'm in front of people in a room in front of actual people, I am so nervous. I could barely play, no lie. So I think that's it. I love you all, and I appreciate you guys sticking by me and watching my vlogs and commenting. I appreciate it very much. I will talk at you later. Peace.